What's going on, everybody? It's Core here, and welcome to an updated version of my tutorial on how to install add-on cars to Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005. Now, this video absolutely blew up. It's at over 10,000 views as I'm recording this, but I've received a few complaints in the comment section that I went a little bit too quickly and people were having some issues. So I decided to make a new version. I'm filming it with live commentary, as you can see. And I'm gonna go over everything more slowly and go over everything more clearly to help you get on the road to installing add-on cars. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that you'll need for this, and I forgot to mention this in the last time I did the tutorial, but this is crucial. You need a clean install of Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 version 1.3. So as you can see, this is my Most Wanted installation directory, and there's no add-ons folder up there. And there's no mod loader file in here. Stuff like the X360 stuff pack or the widescreen patch, that's fine, and extra options as well. We'll talk more about extra options in a few minutes. But basically, make sure you don't have mod loader of any kind here. Just forget about mod loader. The game has to be a clean install. And in this case, as I said, clean install means no mod loader. Next up, we have the Need for Speed Most Wanted Unlimiter. And there, of course, will be download links for all this stuff in the description. Now, last time I gave an incorrect description of Unlimiter, and as you can see, since I did that video, it's been updated with extra customization. I'll talk more about that in the future video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But Need for Speed Most Wanted Unlimiter basically increases the limit of the game memory, I think. It allows the game to accept new cars and treat them as separate entities rather than replacements for existing cars. It's made by NLG ZRGN. Great guy, one of the best people in the Need for Speed modding community. Next up, you're going to need Ed the Car Dealer. Now, this is what's actually going to allow you to install your add-on cars into the game and use a bunch of resources. I'll show you in a little bit. Then you'll need your add-on car itself. So you can get add-on cars basically anywhere now. The top 3 websites I recommend for this are nfsmods.xyz, which is this right here. We were on it just now. nfscars.net, obviously, and nfsaddons.com, which is where I get some of my more recent mods from, thanks to LRF Money. So we're going to be using the Ford F-150 Raptor. This is the only thing that I haven't downloaded yet, so I'm just going to click download here and let that do its thing. And finally, you're going to need NFS VLT Ed. You can get this on nfs-tools.blogspot.com. This installs a mod script file, so the car behaves like a new car and stuff like that. And finally, you're going to need, this is not, you don't need this, but it's optional, the Need for Speed Most Wanted Extra Options script, also made by NLGZRGN. This is what's going to allow you to access your add-on mod early on, because one of the permutations of add-on cars is that you need to have a new save file for the game to actually read it. Unless if you want to use the save patcher, which I don't recommend because it corrupted my save, like I said in the last video. So if you want to try out the add-on mod early and not, play through the game, because add-on mods have their own unlock requirements, you can download extra options. So now let's go ahead and get started with the installation of everything. So the first thing that you have to do is install the Unlimiter. Now, if you download the latest version of Unlimiter like I have here, I don't actually have the latest version, but I do have the first version with extra customization. If you want to install the extra customization, some of the more recent add-on mods do support that, but if you just want to drive the add-on mods, it's optional. I'll do a separate video explaining the extra customization stuff in the future. But the main thing is, what you want to do here is go into main files, select these two, right-click on both of them, select copy, and then go into your Most Wanted installation directory. Never mind, turns out I didn't have them, so you're going to paste them in here. You can also drag the contents of the script folder from the Unlimiter into your own scripts folder if you have one already, but that's the first necessary step. Alright, so there's been a small change here. The mod that I downloaded requires you to have binary. This is a relatively new piece of software that relates to Most Wanted and actually Need for Speed game modding in general. This is what installs changes to certain binary directories in the game. So we're going to need binary as well for the Raptor mod. Maybe the one you get, the mod that you download, won't require binary, but most of them nowadays do. So And one thing I should say, that if you guys do need to download binary, it's going to require you to install the .NET Core 3.1 desktop runtime library, and make sure you get the 32-bit version x86, otherwise binary won't start for you. So this is an important step. If your mod requires the use of binary, you have to get this as well. Obviously, a link to all of this will be in the description, like I said. Alright, so once you have binary and netcore and everything else downloaded, and you've dragged over Unlimited to your most wanted directory, the first thing that you have to do with the mod, so you go into the mod folder here, and you'll see these files. So you have binary files, ed files or ed files, mod, uninstallation, and this .nfs file here. Binary files, you will use that with, binary to install those files into the game. Ed files is going to be used with ed the card dealer. Mod itself goes into the game folder. Uninstallation, that's with the mod script. And this is going to be used by NFS VLT, the NFS MS file. NFS MS, by the way, stands for Need for Speed Mod Script file. So the first thing that I like to do, you don't have to do this in any particular order. Just make sure that you do all of these first, then then run the game. But the first thing that I like to do is you go into the mod folder or something, basically the folder in your mod that contains the cars folder. Go into the cars folder, right click on the name of the car, in this case Raptor 17. Then you go into your game directory, go into cars, paste. Then this particular mod as well has an INI file for the unlimited data. So you copy that INI file, go back into your game directory, go into scripts, unlimited data, and paste it in there. So let's go over that one more time. So in the mod folder, or whatever the name of the folder is that contains the cars folder, you take whatever's inside the cars folder, so Raptor 17, and you put it in your games cars folder right here. And you take the unlimited data file, the INI file, you put it in your unlimited data in your installation directory for the game. Next up are the ed files. So first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go into ed files, config right here, and NFSMW Raptor 17, right click, copy. Then you're going to open your ed the card dealer folder and go into the identical folders within that. So I'm going to delete these previous config files that I had from last year. Just paste the Raptor folder in there. Then you go back to the download folder for the mod, and then go back into ed files and go to resources, NFSMW, front end textures, and this random mishmash of letters and numbers. Right click, copy whatever's in there. This particular one has only one texture, but yours can have multiple textures. Go back into ed the card dealer, go into resources, NFSMW, front end textures, mishmash, and find like an empty spot and right click, paste. Now get back out of all of those folders. Before we start ed the card dealer though, I'm gonna go through the binary steps. So go into your binary folder, right click, run as administrator. Should start up now that we have netcore installed. There we go. And when it opens, it might look a little bit early 2000s, sort of Windows crack tool or something. You want to click user mode. Modern mode requires a password, and it's going to pop up with this. Select main and script file to install. What you're going to do here is navigate to your mod folder that you downloaded. So 2017 Raptor should be here somewhere. There it is, 2017 F-150 Raptor. Go into Addon, binary files, Raptor 17, and click install.end. Most of them are named install.end. Click open, and then it's going to ask you to select your most wanted installation directory. So over here, click OK, and give it a few minutes. It should do its thing. It should come up with this prompt selection. Check the install option, click OK, and then click don't check uninstall if it comes up with that, and then click OK. And it should say script install.end has been successfully applied, and click OK, click yes to save the files, and click no to run the game because we're not done yet. And after that, you can just close binary. After all of that, it's time to run ed the card dealer. So right click on ed right here and click run as administrator. And then go to main and open. And it's going to ask you to select your most wanted installation directory again. So there's mine. You just click OK. And it should immediately come up with the mod that you're about to install. But before you do that, go to Tools, and unlock game files for modding, and it should say successfully unlock game files for modding. Click OK, and then click apply, and it should come up with a command prompt window. There it is. Give it a couple seconds. It should do its thing. Don't be alarmed if it's not responding. There we go. New cars added successfully. Click OK on that. Again, click no if it asks you to run the game. And then go to main and exit. And now the final thing that we need to do is install the mod script file. But before we do that, I just want to revise everything. So first thing that we did, we went into mod, copied these two to the most wanted installation directory. Then with the ed files, we put the contents of the config folder into the contents of ed's config folder, and same with resources. And finally, with the binary files, we ran binary, installed the car, we selected the file first, then the game directory, and when it prompted us to install the mod, we said yes, and we said no on uninstall, and run the game. So now that we've done all that, finally, the final step is to open up NFS VLT-ed, which I already have, and install the mod script file. So open up NFS VLT-ed over here. I believe my most wanted directory is open right now. Oh no, it's Need for Speed Carbon. Okay, no big deal. So go to File, Open, and then again select your most wanted directory. Click OK. And now go to File, Import, Mod Script. It should be the first option, or you can just press Ctrl-I. Click that. Navigate your way to your downloaded mod. Go to Addon, and there it is, Raptor17.nfsms. Click Open, and it should come up with a pretty plain looking window, and it will have an install button there. Just click the install button, and then go to File, Save, and File, Exit. Before we head into the game, just wanted to show you the optional steps. So when you install NFS Most Wanted Extra Options, which by the way, once you get that, all you have to do is just extract it into the scripts folder. I know I haven't brought it up yet, but don't ask why the folder is called Can't Believe I'm Doing This Again. Actually, if you've seen my videos, you'd already know. And once you open it up here, you'll see this option, Unlock All Things. So once you're in the game, all you have to do is press F5 on the keyboard, and it will unlock everything for you, so you can try out your new mod. So now, let's actually go into the game and see if it worked. Alright, so now we're in the game. As you can see, the text on the menu is a bit jumbled because that's something that I believe Ed the car dealer does. Something to do with bug text, I don't know. But anyway, as you can see, I created a new save. I called it Raptor. And I'm going to press F5. And when we jump into My Cars, there is our Ford Raptor successfully installed. And from this point on, you can do whatever you want with your add-on car. But just remember that with every add-on car that you install, I believe, don't quote me on this, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but you will need to create a new save game each time. But anyway, that's going to be about it for this video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that everything that was wrong with the previous tutorial has been addressed here, and that I spoke more clearly and better. Like I said, there will be download links for everything in the description below. Thank you so much for watching again. If you like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. There will be links in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.